Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday, which means happy night of Anchor Watch because Jason and Josh are back tonight at 11 p.m. EST. Again, guys, I've said it. I'm going to keep saying it until tomorrow night. We are doing Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and our recap of Real Housewives of Dubai at the same time tomorrow night at 10 p.m. EST, which I will post in our community tab. So with that, guys, we're back to talk about Erika, Jayne, and Lisa Rinna. We're calling this broke and backtracking, and I'll explain why. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to a new report, it turns out, and thanks to All About the Real Housewives, that Erika might not be able to afford her expensive lifestyle for much longer. Now, we've heard that she can't pay her taxes that California hit her with, and that was a $2.2 million tax bill for 2019. Apparently, this is what they're saying. Erika was hoping that her Bravo salary and endorsement deals would cover the overhead costs, but they don't, and she's too proud to ask the other housewives for help or a loan or any financial assistance. Erika, this is what, again, the insider is adding. This is not Adam. This is the insider, is adding that her legal bills are through the roof. Her credit card bills are sky high, and it's gotten so bad that Erika's talking about filing for bankruptcy. Now, a long time ago, I don't know if you guys remember, but we used to have Ronald Richards on. And when we did, and not like we don't have him on for a reason, but I'm saying like when he came on, he did mention a couple of times that he didn't really foresee Erika filing for bankruptcy. But now with one lawsuit after another and not being able to afford or sustain her lifestyle, because she does have a very expensive lifestyle. That's the whole point of it's expensive to be me. Yeah, you don't want to hear me sing. Let her do that. But the point is, she's expensive. Her lifestyle is expensive. And when you don't have the money flowing in like it was before, yeah, that could be a problem. And that could cause someone to file for a bankruptcy. This came after the judge recently ruled that Erika's estranged husband, Tom Girardi's former clients, can actually now go after her for the $11 million that the former lawyer owes them. On top of this, Erika has been forced to downsize from her Pasadena mansion, which we know, and can't even afford to have a housekeeper or gardener at her new home. But listen, how many of us can really afford that? You know what I mean? You don't see a housekeeper or gardener at my apartment. Well, maybe it's because it's an apartment. Okay, getting back to it though, there's a preview clip for this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it's not adding up to me. You know, back when Brandi Glanville revealed that her and Lisa Vanderpump used to have conversations before actually filming, and they would talk for hours, and they knew what they were going to say and how they were going to act, or who was going to be the target before going into a filming situation. I feel like we can read right through this, and it looks like Lisa Rinna and Erika do the same. For Lisa and Erika, they're sitting down and they're talking over FaceTime, and Erika's talking about the fact, admitting that Tom Girardi still calls her and they speak frequently, right? And she's saying, you know, Tom called me because he found out that she got sick from the C word, which we can't say on here because of the algorithm, but the pandemic, and that he's calling quite often and he's trying to check up on her. Lisa kind of looks like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And she's like, at this point, all of the legal bills, the stress, it's mounting, and we're not shocked by that. It's one thing after another. Like when I think that, you know, Erika has been hit with her last lawsuit, then there's another one. Then there's a $50 million lawsuit. There's a $25 million lawsuit. There's a $2.2 million tax bill. You know, like there's alleged things coming out all the time. There's allegations left and right. Now there's Nicolas Cage's ex also wanting to sue her for over $700,000. You guys get the point. It just does not stop. But watching this scene, my big question is, how would he even know that you were sick? Now, she was talking about how unfortunate it is for him to be in a memory care senior assisted living facility, because she pointed out at that point, when someone checks themselves into a home like that or a living situation like that, it's downhill from there, which, yes, that usually is how it works. It's just a matter of time. But for Tom, a lot of people still believe that he doesn't actually have Alzheimer's or dementia. Now, I'm not a medical professional. I didn't diagnose him, and I'm not going to be the one on here questioning him. But if there was something that, you know, was to be found out, I guess, if there was something to find out in some mistruth here, I'm sure there are enough people who are digging into the Girardis, they'll find it. If there's something to be found, they will find it. Now, getting back to Lisa Rinna, we talked about a little bit, earlier that Lisa Rinna was upset with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, well, the production, the editors, producers, because of how they featured Lois on this season. We know that, unfortunately, Lisa Rinna lost her mother, Lois, and she went on and was kind of messy on social media saying, shame on everyone, meaning shame on you, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills producers, for only featuring Lois in one episode when you guys heavily focused on Crystal Kung Minkoff's alleged dark comment that Sutton made for 3 episodes. Now it looks like someone from Bravo or higher up got in contact with Lisa Rinna, and they said, you better back that up, just like Dorinda would say, because she's backtracking for sure. She said, I think production featured Lois after, well, hold on. Before we get into that, just to remind you guys, she said, I got 1 episode of Grace. That's it. She had a photo posted with her and her mother. And in the photo, it said, I'm shocked we spent 3 episodes about the word dark, but only a few scenes shown on real human grief. And she wrote, Lois deserved and deserves much more. Shame on everyone. Now, when I say backtracking and why I think that someone from higher up got in contact with her, it's because she came back and she wrote, I think production featured Lois a lot over the years, actually, which is why I thought that they would celebrate her life a bit more and show our family's grieving process. We all just loved her so much, and I'm grateful the show gave her a platform. She loved it and loved all of you. Now, I don't want to take anything away from Lisa Rinna because I couldn't imagine losing a parent, and my heart does break for her. Like she said, we all loved Lois. Lois was happy. She was sweet. I mean, my heart really does go out to Lisa Rinna and her daughters and Harry Hamlin and the family when it comes to this grieving process, because everyone deals with it different. And it's not easy for anyone, especially when you have someone as amazing as Lois. I get that part, but she is clearly upset. And I think watching back the episodes, they're bringing up feelings that she was going through at the time. And now she's having to relive those feelings. And I think she's getting upset because 1, it's bringing all of those emotions back. But then 2, you have all of the fans who are messaging, tweeting, DMing her saying like, this is bullshit. And it's like starting kind of like a little riot or fueling a fire. And Lisa Rinna's like, you know what? You're right. This is BS. And I'm going to say something about it. And you're not going to stop me. But in my opinion, I feel like someone did. I feel like Bravo, Andy Cohen, someone made a phone call and they're like, you are a mess on social media and you need to reel that in or reel it in now, or we're going to have a bigger problem. Was I privy to that conversation? No. Are those my thoughts? Yes. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Go ahead and comment below. Do you think that I'm reaching here, or do you think, no, this could definitely be what it is? And when it comes to Erika being broke, allegedly, are you shocked? And do you think that's true? Or no, do you think that she has more money than we think? I'm curious. I'm curious to pick your guys' brains a little bit. But anyways, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.